What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Angley, and welcome to FXPronow.com, where you can be able to learn everything Forex, where we teach everything so that you're, making sure that you're safe, but also profitable. All right. Today's episode is what we call This Week in the Markets. And on this Week in the Markets, what we do is we go ahead into the actual charts live with you so that we can be able to see if there's anything available. And what I mean by that is if there's something available right now or in the coming up future. Our goal is to be able to teach you something, but then also, if anything, help you, gain some pips if available. So what we're going to be speaking about right now are EURUSD, AUDUSD, USDJPY, and GBPJPY. With these specific pairs, I only follow these specifically because I've learned that it's best to make sure that I'm working with the same pairs over and over and over again so I can be able to gain a relationship with them, as opposed to spreading out into all these different charts. Now, I know for sure that there's a bunch of people that look at every pair that there is when it comes to Forex, and they're very much profitable. That's not how I work. I want to make sure that I'm working on specific pairs so I know how those specific pairs move, and I'm never guessing. And I'm not jumping from thing to thing to thing. That's just not how I work. So the first pair that we're going to be speaking about right now is EURUSD. Is AUDUSD. And when it comes to AUDUSD, what we see here is so what we see here is un momento. All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Angley, and welcome to FXPronow.com. What we see here right now is AUDUSD, and as I was looking at the charts earlier today, I saw the fact that price had a nice retrace to the downside. For this specific move right here, it looked like it broke its structure right here in this. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So we have a level of support that was definitely broken. And what I like about this as well, and this is what I teach in the actual course itself, which is perfect that it's actually showing this. So it broke it, yes, but it tested the level of resistance first and then pushed down and then broke. That's what we like to see. That's what I call a real break, as opposed to just pushing through the way that this did, where it broke through a level of support, which is cool, but right here it broke through a level of support right here, which is cool. But what I like here is the fact that it tested this area first, pushed down, and then continued and actually broke this level of resistance. What this tells me is the fact that there's a lot of buyers, and they're sure, because the fact that they got to this level of resistance, a lot of the buyers that were only thinking that this level of resistance was all that price could get to, price pushed down, and then from there more buyers came in, which tells me that this is a legitimate push to the upside for the continuation of the upside move, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to pull out my fibs just to see where price is currently. And what I see is the fact that price has got into this 50% area. Cool. Right? If anything, I'll go ahead and just keep that on there real quick. Visibility, let's make this less than 4 hours. No, we'll keep this on the 4-hour chart. All right. So what I want to do is I want to show you where we are when it comes to the higher time frame. This may or may not work, matter. At any point in time, you can be able to ask me a question. Just want to let you guys know that. So this may be significant, maybe not. like we have to see. We obviously have a level of support right here. We have a level of support right here that was formed, but this made it a actual level of support. We have this crazy wick. I have no idea what that is, but we're at that level of support again. And it seems as though this area is pretty difficult to break through the same way that it was back here. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for is for price to continue to the upside. What will, for the long term at least, what will tell me that this is like, what will switch my analysis is if at any point in time we have price close under this purple line, which is a level of support. At any point in time we have this level of support get broken, that's when I'll be looking for to switch my analysis for the continuation of this downwards push. Okay. Now let's go to the daily and see how it's looking. Right? See how the candles are closing. So as we can see here, yes, these closed under here on the daily chart, but I was talking mostly about the weekly. Okay. So I would need for, so essentially, yes, this did close under here, which is cool. But based upon the weekly, it didn't. Right. I want to see what these are looking like and if this is ever going to close under here. If it does, cool. If not, then I'll be looking for the continuation of the upside move. Now, understand, there's a weekly mindset, right? There's a daily mindset. There's an H4. There's an H1. So each time frame is a different analysis. And if you're going towards swing trading, that's one. That's one move. Because for the swing, you could be going for a buy. Let's just say. For the daily, you could be looking for the sell, and for the H4, you could be looking for a buy. They can all be correct. So it always matters on what type of trader you want to be, what your emotions are like, and how long you would like to actually stay into a trade or not. Okay. So what I want to show you here, based upon the daily chart from point A to point B, point C, we see that price has gotten to this daily key level right here, which is not really in confluence with anything. And what I mean by confluence is it's two things lining up at the same point. Okay. And what we see here is it tested this 50% area, hasn't really got to the 61.8 area. Okay. But I wouldn't be surprised on the H4 probably did. So we could be looking for this to continue to this negative 27%, which is what I have here. Okay. We do have that this candle right here closes beyond this bullish candle right here for the continuation of this downwards push. Okay. And let's look at the H4 time frame. This candle right here has shown buyer's exhaustion. We have buyer's exhaustion here, buyers. So yeah, the continuation of this downwards push. This is why it's so important not to be looking at the charts on your phone. Yeah, no, this is beautiful for the push downwards. Let's see here. This is what I want. I'll have a line here saying if price breaks through, and oh, this is beautiful right here actually. If price goes ahead and breaks through this level of resistance, I'll close out my sell. So I need to make sure price does not close over this level of resistance based upon this M30 time frame. Beautiful, man. This is good. As you can see, we have boom, boom, test, test. Same exact area, okay? So what I'll be looking for is my stop loss. And mind you, I don't really use stop loss probably the way that you use stop loss. The way I use stop loss is where I'm looking for candles to close. It'd be amazing if I could be able to put in my MetaTrader. If a candle closes above, a full candle closes above some area, close out my trade. That's how I would like MetaTrader to do. I think we'll make that as well. So I need to make sure price does not pass, let's just say 7.2. I mean 0.72. Price, we'll call it stop loss, I guess. Price must not close above 0.72. Okay. I'm looking for this to continue to the downside. We already have our bearish engulfings that have formed here. This is the actual bearish engulfing that we're looking for, right? So just so you know, that's exactly what I look for. That's a huge nugget. I'll put it like that. So we see the bearish engulfing pattern right here in confluence with a daily key level. I'm looking for the continuation of this downwards push. This may retrace a bit, being the fact that this is broken under this area over here. Let me not use that one. So we have the fact that price is closed under this last level support over here, which is perfect. Again, what I'm saying is we may have a retrace, right? And then we're looking for the continuation of the downwards push to 0.70. All right, guys? So check out fxpronow.com for our 5 steps to our to becoming an FX Pro now. Let's get it. I didn't even realize that the video stops at whatever time it was. It was like 10 minutes or something like that. So now I know. All right. Let me go back to AU so you guys can be able to see. I need to make the video shorter. I've been going in on AU right now. All right, let's go back. So what we see here is reload. Hi. All right. So again, what we see here is the fact that this has closed under this level of support, which is perfect, right? Now going back to the H4 time frame, based upon this move right here, which is point A, point B, point C at this 61.8 50% area, I'm looking for this to continue to this negative 27% to go back to the level of support, right? But remember, on the daily time frame, what do I see? I mean, on the weekly time frame, what do I see? We're at a level of support. So I'll be looking to be able, being the fact that it's at its low, I'll be looking for the continuation of the upside move at that 0.7 point. All right. So hopefully that made sense, because it makes sure of a hell of a lot of sense to me. That is pretty exciting. All right. Because I like to get the optimal point. Man, all I see is blue, man. Like, this is beautiful. I love this stuff. All right. So I'm going to... All right. One moment, because I need to do something on my end. So this must not pass 7.2. And I'm looking for a 0.7 as my take. Now understand, again, like I said, the way that you use stop losses and stuff like that may be different from mine. I'm looking for candles to close, bodies closing. All right. So let's go ahead and close that one out. All right. Let's look at EURUSD. And then let me go ahead and pull up these right now. Man, I guess doing this video thing sucks up a lot of energy because now it's moving fast. All right, moving faster. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to FXProNow.com. What we're looking at right now is EURUSD. When it comes to EURUSD, if you were to look at my AUDUSD breakdown, you'll see the fact that AUDUSD and EURUSD are, which is pretty interesting, like in the same exact boat. They're both at a level of support that is on a crazy consolidation on a higher time frame. This is what I mean by crazy consolidation. It's been at this point for so long. This range is only 100 pips. 100 pips, right? 140 pips, actually. The range is like 140 pips, which is nothing, right? This is in a major consolidation area. Let's look at the weekly time frame so we can really break this down. I'm looking for this to continue to the upside, and I'm looking for price to get to at least 1.72 on EURUSD. We have a level of support from point A to point B. We have a level of support that has not been broken based upon this weekly time frame, and I think it's ready for its actual retrace itself. Okay, so this right here was not an actual retrace. I do not call this an actual retrace. I'm looking for an actual retrace. Okay, so at least to 1.72. Let's go ahead and break it down. So that's a swing trade, right? Let's go break it down to see, okay, what about today? What can we do today? Well, I've been in my buy for a while, being the fact that I caught it at its lowest point, right? I don't know exactly how much I'm up, but I'm up. But I caught it at its lowest point, and I went all in. It's going extremely slow right now, which is really annoying. It's been here for days, since the 14th. Today is what? The 27th. It's been here for 2 weeks. Right? Yeah, just about. It's been here for like 2 weeks. Whatever. All right. To tell you the truth, EURUSD is not really the best pair to trade right now. But if you caught it down here, I think you're in a good boat. Now, again, I don't know how long you plan on staying in this, but it's on you, because some people, they want money. I want my money right now. But we did catch take profit number 1, and we're just about at take profit number 2. Oh, we actually hit it. We actually hit it for take profit number 2. As far as these wicks, I lifted mine. I'm just letting it rock. So we actually hit take profit number 2, which is beautiful. All right. Just in case, I just want to let you know, because the thing is, it may push down again. So the profits that I have right now can probably go to 0. Big whoop. It's going to hit this level of support again and then continue. I can care less. I'm not looking for the money right now. I'm looking for the money when I get my money. So right now we're at 50% retrace. This could continue to the downside again, but then continue to the upside, right? It may go to 61.8 and then push down, but then I'm looking for this to come up to the upside. So matters on whatever you want to do. When it comes to EURUSD, if you're comfortable as far as waiting for this to really get to the actual take profit that we're looking for, then hop on the boat. But it's going to take some time. I'm going to put it to you like this, being the fact that it's been in this level of support for weeks now. Weeks, since October, it's been in this level of support. All right, but I am looking for this to come up to push up. All right, And when it does, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be very aggressive. So I guess we'll see. All right. Now, here's one thing. If this does close on the weekly time frame under this level of support, then we'll change our analysis. But if not, I'm keeping my analysis. All right, guys. So that's fxpronow.com. Go ahead and check out AUDUSD's breakdown. Go ahead and check out USDJPYs and GBPJPYs on our TradingView. Also, check out fxpronow.com and check out our 5-step system to becoming an FX Pro Now on fxpronow.com. Let's get it. All right. So now we're going to look at UJ. How are we looking on UJ? Interesting. So I'm up right now because I'm on the buy. But it looks like these candles are pushing down. Before we get into USDJPY, I want you guys to check out what I've been speaking about as far as our 5-step system. So I made some changes. I'm always making changes. My fiance thinks I'm crazy because I'm always changing stuff. I think that's how it's supposed to go. So on fxpronow.com, again, our goal is for you to become an FX Pro now. Now. No fluff, right? No fluff. Learn the safe yet profitable rules of Forex. So I would really like for you guys to check out this video right here. Go ahead and click on press play so you can be able to get the real breakdown of this. We're going to go through it real quick. So follow our 5-step system to become an FX Pro now. We'll keep it simple for you. Step number 1, I want you to get into our actual email list. Why is because you're going to always be able to get access to everything that we're doing straight to your email. All right. Make sure that you use your Facebook email when you actually go ahead and log in or sign up. If you don't use Facebook or anything like that, just use your regular email, no problem. And if you have a cell phone that you wouldn't mind also getting access to, as far as this newsletter, go ahead and put that in as well. All right. Step number 2, go ahead and actually get into our group chat. Now, why? Because the thing is, that's where most of the stuff gets you can be able to get access to straight to your phone. I don't send out too many emails. I send out more group chat stuff so that you can be able to see literally pairs that I'm doing or charts that I'm looking at right away directly to your phone. So go ahead and get into our group chat. What I want you to do is also check out step number 3, which is here some of our student stories, because as opposed to just listening to what I'm doing and stuff like that, I want you to see how this has actually been helping other people, not just myself. Okay. And then also go ahead and actually subscribe to our YouTube and click on the bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you never miss out on anything. Mondays through Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm always live on YouTube doing exactly what I'm doing right now. And step number 5, go ahead and actually check out the details of our You Are the Indicator course, because this is literally what's been helping out a bunch of people. As you can see here, it's not just me that's winning from this. There's a whole bunch of other people that have actually gone ahead and actually taken our You Are the Indicator course. And I know that it could be able to help you as well. If you want to learn a little bit about me or a little bit more about me, go ahead and check out my story. Our goal is to be able to help over 10,000 people live the lifestyle where you can be able to do what it is you please by learning this world of Forex. And maybe you could be one of them. So the way that you can be able to do that, and the true vision of what I'm looking to do for our students, is actually not just learning this world of Forex, which is very important, but the goal of the course is so that you can be able to be free. That's one, right? Gain as much capital as possible, but not just stop there. What if we could be able to celebrate our earnings together? So every single year, we're going to have a trip that we will take with each other. This August is going to be the first trip that we're going to have. It's actually going to be on the Norwegian sky in August, which is going to be really cool. And then the next step that we'll go ahead and do is actually give back to the community. You can be able to actually see the details of how we're going to be giving by clicking more. And then from there, finally, what we'll do is compound our Forex earnings by investing in assets that will bring long-term residual gains that will last for generations, by actually investing in real estate and other things like that. I currently own property and I gain a residual income from that property. And the feeling is beautiful. The fact that you can be able to receive earnings that can be able to come in every single month based upon the Forex earnings that come in. So as opposed to having to be on the charts, all day, which is not, not bad at all. But what if you could be able to also be able to actually receive a residual income that comes in through property, and you could be able to actually pass on to generations? So that is what we're going to be focusing on in the next coming up years. But our goal is to be able to have you learn as much Forex as possible right now. So if you're ready to get started with our vision, go ahead and click right here. But you're probably wondering, okay, what's included with the You Are the Indicator course? Well, we actually have a class curriculum. These are pre-recorded videos that you can be able to get access to 24/7, right? Answering questions like, what type of trader should I be? Where do I start marking up my charts? What is next? How do I know if the market is going to trend up or down? How do I know if it's going to continue going in that direction? How do I confirm the market should go up or down? How can I visually see if where the market may go next? How do I know how far price should retrace? And then from there, how could I know how fast and where price should go after it retraces? When exactly do I enter? So you see how like there's all this content before I talk about entering. There's a reason for that. Like I go in so much depth in each one of these videos, so that you can be able to really know, okay, when exactly do I enter, right? How do I know whether I should stay in on my trade or get out of it? Actually go in depth on that. And then from there, the checklist before you enter as well. So if you're looking to be able to actually just try it out, just try out the course itself, you're going to have a couple of these videos that you can be able to actually get access to for free, only for 3 days, right? But if you are ready to get started right now, and if you're tired of me talking and stuff like that, you can be able to just go ahead and actually get started. So we have the online version of our course, right? And we have the in-person version of our course, right? So the online version is obviously online, right? It's a lecture that you can be able to have online at your leisure. You have 7 bonuses included. As you can see, 50 videos jam-packed that are pre-recorded for you. It's a lifetime membership. You get you get into a private support group, right? That only the people that are actually in our course be able to get access to. Private weekly mentoring, 24 access to the videos online. You get an invitation to our actual cruise that we're going to be having this year. And then also by enrolling today, you can be able to actually help a child also get the course as well. And in the coming future, I'm looking to also be able to give away some laptops with it as well, right? So if you want to be able to get more details, click on here. If you're ready to just buy the actual course itself, go ahead and click on here. Now, when it comes to our in-person course, you actually get the online course for free. So you get all of this for free just by taking our in-person course, and you get it right away, the online course. So the next in-person course is going to be intense. And when I say intense, go ahead and check out some of the videos of people that have actually taken the course itself. Listen to what they got to say about it. Don't just listen to me. But it's an intense 4-day advanced Forex course. I'll put it to you like this. My goal is you're not leaving here until you understand what I'm talking about. All right. So once you buy the in-person course, you get the online course for free. The next one is going to be March 28th to the 30th, right, in Miami, Florida. It's a personal experience you'll never forget. 25 hours of actual content. Day 1 from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., and then 3 p.m. until. Right. If you want to get more details on the actual in-person course, go ahead and click right here. If you're ready to reserve your seat, go ahead and click right here. There's only 7 spots available for this actual course itself. All right. And if you have any questions, you can be able to always contact me here. I'll put it to you like this, guys. I know that $500 to $1,000 can probably be, a good amount of money. But one thing I know is the fact that no matter what, it's either you are going to spend this money doing something else, and you probably spent $400 or $500 on something that you don't even remember, right? But it's either you're going to spend this money just testing out the actual markets and just trying to figure it out for yourself, or what you're going to do is you're going to actually get into the actual course itself, and actually win. You know, so what's worse? You you guessing by yourself, or actually having somebody that's going to help you out throughout the process. You know, it's on you, whatever you like to do. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the actual game itself. Let's go back to USDJPY. All right, so what we're looking at right now is USDJPY. And when it comes to USDJPY, I see something interesting. Okay, so what I see here is the fact that we have right now price at 61.8. Right, from point A, point B. Oh, I forgot about this. All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronoun.com. What we're looking at right now is USDJPY. When it comes to USDJPY, I see something really interesting. I see the fact that we have from point A to point B. Let me go and take this out. Point A to point B, we have point C at 61.8. Right? Technically, being the fact that this has gone ahead and got at 61.8, we'll be looking for the continuation this for this retrace, right? But I'm starting to see now the fact that this is not an H4's move. This push right here. This is not an H4's move. This is a weekly's move where we have point A, point B, point C, and we're looking for the continuation to point D. Okay. So I don't know if you saw that point C on there. I just didn't want to confuse you. But this is a weekly's move. All right. And what we're looking for is for this to be the continuation of the uptrend that we obviously have. Well, not really uptrend, but it's just weird. But we do have a continuation in this upside move. Okay. So what I'm looking for is for this to continue at the least to this level of resistance. Okay, so again, at the least of this level of resistance at this 114 area. Maybe it'll break through. If it breaks through, thank God. This level of resistance is kind of, I like it because it shows me exactly where price is going, but at the same time, it's like, yo, what are you gonna do? All right, so let's go back to this H4. So I'm guessing the reason why this level of resistance is being created for the 61.8 is because most people are probably focusing on the H4's time frame and are wondering, okay, is this going to continue for this specific move? I'm guessing people are looking for this specific move the same way that at 38.2 it found a level of resistance, pushed down, but then got to that level of resistance again and then broke through. I'm guessing a lot of people are thinking the fact that they're thinking that this is supposed to be a continuation of the downside, but are not looking at the weekly's time frame to see the continuation of this upside. Because if you really think about it, what is the market full of? The market is full of people's opinions, but the market is full of people. That's one. But not only just full of people, but full of machines that are built by people. Okay, so the market is going to push wherever it's supposed to push. And I'm almost sure that this is a continuation of a weekly's move to that 114 area. Okay. So I'm looking for this level of resistance to be broken. Right. And for the continuation. But at the same time, this could have a retrace in between that continuation to the 114. Okay. So we got to play defense at the same time playing offense. What we see here, I'm going to put my fibs right there. I'm going to take off these. No, not that. I'm going to take off these fibs numbers so that we can be able to see straight through this. Boom. what the heck? Where'd it go? All right. So I don't want this, and I don't want this to show, and I don't want 50% to show. Okay. So we have the 61.8. Cool. All right. Now at the same time, this may push to at least 38.2, maybe even 61.8, or somewhere possibly this 50% area, being the fact that there was so much movement happening here and so much movement happening here. So in between here, this may push down. If it pushes down to about 109 area, no, 109 point, I'm just going to say 109.8. That's what I'm going to be looking for. I need a pen. Yo, Amy. So I have a daughter. She's 1.5. I got to give her that. She comes in here and just messes up all my stuff. So I'm looking for 109.8 for price to possibly, it could break through right now, to possibly push down to that 109.8. And I'm not saying to do a buy limit. That's not what I'm saying. All right. But I'm looking for price to get to, if this level of resistance is that strong, I'm looking for price to push down to probably about 109.8. And from that 109.8, I'm looking for the continuation of the upside move. Okay, that's 61.8 point for point A being at the top, point B being at the bottom. All right. I'm looking for, as far as like this continuation, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm as far as point A here, point B here, point C here, that's what I was talking about, 61.8. I'm not looking for this to continue passing this level of resistance. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't think that's what's supposed to occur. But what may happen is this level of resistance may be strong enough to pull some of the buyers out, right? We'll get to about this 109.8 area, and I think the buyers will come back. This level of resistance will turn into support, right? And then from there, continuation to the upside, continuing its move to about 114. Right now, I am personally still in my buy because I got in at a nice point. All right. But if it breaks through this level of support, I may just close it out or something like that. Wait for this to push to this area, which is the optimal point for what I'm looking for the continuation of the upside move to 114. If price pushes to 60 to this 50%, 61.8 area, I'll be looking for the continuation. Now, am I saying to sell? That's not what I am saying. The trend is your friend or whatever. What I am saying is I'm looking for anything that I call to you guys is not going to be like a 1 hour move or a short-term thing. I'm going to be sharing with you where I see the trend of the market going so that you can be able to just follow the trend, because that's where the most of your money is going to come from, not from these little pullbacks and stuff like that. There's some people that specifically go for that, and that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I teach. Safe. Okay. So that's my analysis. I'm looking for price to push down a little bit, right? Possibly. It doesn't have to right now. It can continue. So that's why I don't want to say to get into any type of sell, even though we're at the optimal point for the sell, because it is at that level of resistance. And if anything, you can put your stop right above it, 50 pip stop, but it's on you. All right. So hopefully you understood what I said. If not, go ahead and actually go into fxpronow.com. Check out our 5-step system to become an FX Pro Now on fxpronow.com. We're on every single Monday through Wednesday, every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on fxpronow.com, on our YouTube. Go ahead and actually check out our 5-step system. Let's become FX Pro Now together. Let's get it. All right. Beautiful. Look at this. Boom. Boom, boom. No, that's not actually my analysis on this one, which is interesting. So what I'm about to show you is going to be pretty interesting on this one. All right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Inglade, and welcome to FXProNow.com, where we teach the safe yet profitable rules of Forex. So, as I was breaking down this chart, I found something pretty interesting. So the last time that we were on, I just came up with some stuff, and I was like, man, what if X, Y, and Z and all this other, so whatever. This is where we were last time. I was like, man, what is it supposed to push down? Oh no, we were right here. It's supposed to push down in the continuation. There was no push down. It just continued. Thank God I still stuck into my buy, and I forgot exactly how many pips I caught, but it was a good amount of it. All right, so I caught this move, and I got out because I didn't know where it was going to continue, and then I caught the move going up. I just put buy stops right at the top of the last high to be able to catch that. So what I'm looking at right now is literally the same thing that I was looking at over here. I'm looking for the same thing right there. Okay. So we did actually get to our point D without making a point C. So there's no point B. So what I'm looking at is for this to act. Oh, crap. I'm actually looking for this to actually be the point B that I've been looking for. I shouldn't be assuming, but I'm going to show you why I'm assuming. Right. I'm going to show you why I am assuming. Okay, so I'm just gonna literally move everything that I just did so that you can be able to see everything that I'm about to do. Literally all the same thing over and over and over again. Let's go back to this 61.8 area. And then from there, the continuation somewhere up there. All right. So what we have here is point A. And let me back up all the way so you can be able to see my full analysis for the entire thing. So what we have here is point A, point B here. You see how I went on the higher time frame? I went on the daily now because every time frame has a move on it. And what I teach actually in my course is the fact that on each time frame is a, how do I say it? Each time frame is a market itself. Just because you're looking at GBPJPY, you could be focusing on the hour time frame. I could be focusing on the daily time frame. We are in two completely different markets. We're on the same pair, but we're looking at two completely different markets. That's why when you could be in a buy, I could be in a sell, and we're both right. Because you're probably on a shorter time frame for the pullback or for a continuation, or for a pullback, and I'm on the actual long-term move, but we're both right. So point A, point B, point C, point D. Where did it go? Negative 27%. Okay. I'm looking for the push to the downside right now. It's going to be a long push. I'm going to also show you something which is really, really cool. First time I saw this, I was like, yo, is this real? So look at this. Look at this. You see the length right here? I want you to see this. I'm just going to copy this, put this length here, but I'm going to go to the H4 time frame. So you can be able to see the actual length, because that was not the right one. So let's look. Oh, come on. Let's look at this actual length here. Boom. Delete this. Right? You see that length right there from this point to that point? I'm going to copy that, paste it, and I'm just going to put that thing right there. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. I forgot how the hell I did it just now, and it was the same freaking link. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Forget what I just said. What the heck? Okay, well. Bro, it was the same exact length. How did I do that last time? I don't know. Don't worry about what I just did. It was the same length before. That's too funny. Hold on, let me look at 61.8. Negative 61.8, and let's see. No, not on the weekly. Not on the weekly. Let's look at the daily time frame. Let's see. Let's see if it would be the same length to 61.8, because if so, we might as well just keep that. That buy pushing up. Boom. Does it go to 61.8? It gets just about to 61.8, which is pretty interesting. Oh, this is what I was looking at. The fact that it got to this high. I forgot what I was looking at earlier. Whatever. It goes to about this 61.8 area. If this continues, wow. But either way, whatever. So what I'm looking for is for the continuation of this push to the upside. But what I am also looking for is for this to pull down a bit. Okay. I am looking for this to pull down a bit. Maybe now, maybe later. But what I saw is this. The fact that we have, so that point C on the daily time frame, daily, is our point A. Man, bro, this thing is crazy slow. Is our point A for the H4 times frame. And that point B is for H4. So point A, point B, I'm looking for this to pull down. It may not be now, and that's completely fine. May not be now, right? But what's interesting is we're at confluence with a daily key level. And at the same time, once we actually get to a 38.2, that 38.2 is in confluence with this H4's key level, right? The 61.8 doesn't, right, which is fine. But when we push, when we have the continuation to the push of the push, to this negative 27%, this is in confluence with my weekly key level, which is pretty interesting. And you're probably wondering, okay, how do I come up with these key levels and stuff like that? This is all in the actual course itself. In the section where it says where do I start marking on my charts. So I'll be looking for the continuation to this point D 149.9. If this doesn't pull down and continue to pull down, whatever, I'll just put a buy stop right above this again, and I'll catch another whatever pips. All right, probably even getting to this 149 flat level. That'll be my take profit for the continuation, the push, if that's what it decides to do when I'm sleeping. All right, so it looks like GJ is crazy bullish right now. Beautiful. I'm gonna catch moves either way, no matter what. All right. But I'm not really the type to go against trend. But I do have a sell going to this 145.5 area, right? 145.5. I didn't put a take profit yet, but it was going to be wherever I find 145.5 area. And I do have a stop loss literally right above the last high. And do I suggest you guys do this? No, this is not really the way I trade, but at the same time, I don't mind missing out on some pips to gain some more if at the buy stop is higher. So go to fxpronow.com, check out our 5-step system to become an FX Pro now. Let's get it. Peace. All right. All right, guys, greatly appreciate your time. If you guys have any questions, can you explain how to place your buy stop again? For which pair? When it comes to buy stops, that's not really the way I trade too much. It's just when it comes to GJ, it's been pushing up for so long. I've been waiting for the retrace, and it's not coming. And at the same time, I don't want to miss out. To tell you the truth, I don't want to miss out on both moves because when it comes to GJ, like I'm not gonna front. I like the pips. I like the pips. It's just beautiful. But how do you determine where to put it? Right above the last high, right above the last wicks. Now, not right at it, because the thing is there may be a stupid wick to come up, get that, and then continue to push down. So a little bit above it. Okay. So 152. I don't know what you're saying, Shirley. So if you guys have any questions, if anything, you can be able to email me. There's in the description below. There's a link you can be able to email me from, or you can be able to actually leave a comment right now. So this has actually been a longer video than usual, but I like to give as much value as possible, and we'll go on from there. So I want to actually put. Can I put a poll in here? So I greatly appreciate your time, guys. Go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom. Go into fxpronet.com and go ahead and actually check out our 5-step system to become an FX Pro now. Let's get it. I want to ask you guys a question, though. I really want to ask you guys something. I really want to ask you guys the question where, when it comes to session number 2, I'm going to eliminate that from our stuff that we're doing on a weekly basis. Session number 2, the Red Blue Cloud method. I, in the future, am looking to make the Red Blue Cloud method better, even though it works 90% of the time manually. I'm looking to make it better. So with that being the case, what I think would be best for now, for the group and for myself, and for the future people to be able to come, is to just focus on doing the this week in the markets, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'll be coming online 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do this week in the markets, just like how we had today. And that's all we're going to have. No more Red Blue Cloud method. Okay, at least for now. And the way that it's going to work is also Thursdays for people that have actually gone ahead and taken the course itself. You guys will always have the 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for you guys, your private session, so that we could be able to actually speak to each other. Not like how it is here where I'm the only one speaking. We could be able to also have our little session together. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment or contact me directly. Make sure that you actually get into our little session thing. I'm going from there. So let's go through some of these comments. All right. Hopefully I answered your question, Shanna. Right above the last high. And just make sure that it's not close enough to that, it may wick. I can't give you a specific answer because there's no specific answer I could be able to give. All right. And HG, thank you very much, brother. That's where you think it will go. That's cool. Surely. As I go through the courses, I'm beginning to say exactly what you're doing. That's what I'm talking about, Don. I love it. I love it. Man, so Don is about to retire, and she her goal is to be able to use Forex to make sure that she could be able to actually retire and live comfortably. Not only that, be able to actually pay for her son's dental school. And I was talking to her, hey, listen, let's expand the vision, probably even open up his own dental practice, and you can be able to fund it without even thinking about it. And you know, what's cool is the fact that she was having a tough time, you know, learning through other sources, and she asked a simple question: hey, you know, how is this better than you know, how is the You Are the Indicator course better than what I've done before? And I thought it was so cool, the fact that, you know, it was a group of students that on their own free will wrote to her, you know, answering her question, um, you know, mentioning a whole bunch of positive things. And now I don't know if it's relentless, relentless. No, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but now she's actually gone ahead and actually taken the course. And for her to say, as I go through the courses, I am beginning to say exactly what you're doing. That means what the information that's being taught is being duplicated to somebody else. That's why I'm here. That's why I created it into an online course so somebody could be able to watch it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because the thing is, like, I don't know. I think about dying. I don't know how it sounds, but I think about my death um, from time to time, and I want to make sure, like, when I'm gone, I could still be able to teach. I could still be able to help. I could still be able to something, because um, I I some of my mentors are not here, like Jim Ron, somebody I listen to. He's not here, but he could still be able to teach. Um, Walt Disney, he's not here, but I could be able to follow his footsteps. Stuff like that. So I know for sure with what has been created here with the actual course itself, this is just the beginning of all the courses that I'll make in the future, all the help that I'll be able to make it for other people. And I'm excited for what's to come in the future. I just wanted to kind of put that out there. So really appreciate your time, guys. My name is Philip Anglade, and let's become FX Pro now together. Let's get it.